Listing the answer to the question being asked always helps. So try as much as possible to always list. It helps you to also structure your thoughts. So once you are asked the question, just list them, number one, number two, number three, and then explain them. Are we together, guys?
Yes, sir.
Are we together, everyone?
Yes, sir.
All right. So the next are we talking about starting the interview. When it comes to starting the interview, what are the things that you need to note? Starting the interview, what are the things that you need to note? Number one, you need to understand the question. Understand what the question is. Number two, you need to understand what the interviewer is really asking. I spoke about that. So number one, I say understand the question. Understand what the interviewer is really asking. One question might mean different thing. And the same way I asked you a question like, what is the important thing to do when you're going for an interview? And most of you say confidence. Different answer. But the answer I'm looking for, you did not give me. So to you, the answer is not wrong, but that's not what I wanted. So to me now, you guys are wrong, but you guys were actually right. Confidence is very important. So your interviewer wants a specific answer to their question. They want it the way they want it. So that's why understanding what your interviewer is really asking is very important. That's why I said you can ask them to cite an example, you can ask them to repeat themselves, you can ask them to rephrase the question so that you can understand what they are really asking for. So number one, understand the question. Number two, what's the interviewer really asking for? What's the current state and context? So what I mean by current state and context is that a question might require a context. Let's say now you're asked a question on volunteering and then the interviewer wants a context about sexual violence, and you the context you are using is on probably Ebola. That's a different context entirely. So you need to understand the current state and context. Take your time to lay out your framework and stick to it. I've mentioned that. The next one is start with why. What I mean by start with why is start with the reason why you are interested in the role, your why for applying, your why. We spoke about your why, we spoke about your vision. So how it aligns with their company's product, their vision, their mission. So that's very important. Next, throughout the interview, what should you do? Throughout the interview, what should you do? Throughout the interview, what should you do? Number one, always be structured. So, what I mean by always be structured is take time to think if you need it. Number two, pause and check in. Always pause. I think you can take 10 seconds break, 10 seconds pause, 5 seconds pause. You can structure your game plan to what fits into what you can do. Don't always be in a rush. Summarize after each monologue. Summarize after each monologue. After you've explained your 3 points, then summarize, close it. Number one, number two, number three. So, in essence, what I'm trying to say, that's a summary now. In summary, in essence, I'm trying to make you we're trying to do this, try to do this, and then that's it. Bam. you've hit the nail on the head. You summarized what you said. Next, number two, always stay focused on your goal and refer back to it. We already talked about your goals. What are your goals for the job? What are your goals for the interview? Your game plan. Always have your goals, your game plan, and stick to it. Number three, always think about the trade offs of each decision you make. Always think about the trade off of each decision you make. So, what I mean by this is, at some cases, before you answer a question, you need to think about the other perspective to it. If I say this, what does it mean? Does it affect me again in the other aspect? Like some people might say drinking water is healthy. Then then you think about it. If I say this now, will it not affect my other, like, let me pick a better scenario now. Okay. They might ask you now, can you multitask? Can you multitask? So if your answer is yes or no, there are different scenarios to both answers. If you say no, it might show that you're not hardworking, or you might not be a good fit for the company. If you say yes, it might also show that you're not a good fit for the company, because they might not like people that multitask. So both answers might affect you in two ways. So you need to think about this before you respond. Or they might ask you, what's your weakness? Bam. And some of you will now go and say, me, my weakness is that I wake up very late. Or my weakness is that I love eating. My weakness, these are things that you shouldn't say. Especially for those questions like, what's your weakness? Your weakness should be a very strong trait about you that still serve as a weakness. Okay, let me think of what I answered a weakness to before. When last did I do an interview? So, let's say a scenario like, what's your weakness? You just say, my weakness is that even when others are saying I should pause, I should take a break, I should rest, I still make sure I find solution to the problems. So I don't rest till I solve a problem. That sounds like a weakness, but it's also a strength. So this favors you. Do you guys get what I'm trying to explain?
Yes, sir.
Oyechi, Kausarat, Latifa.
Yes, sir. Understood.
All right. Number four, prioritize. What I mean by prioritize is that what? Always be sure that your decisions ties back to your goal. So let's say now, in terms of like asking you for the perks you need, and probably they don't meet some of the things that you want, the standard that you want, your goals or your dream job, you can prioritize some things and leave out some things just to meet what they want. So this happens in the interview. So they might ask you like, um Is this a deal breaker for you? Like in terms of if we can't offer you this amount, they might then if getting a job is very important for you and probably something else matters at that moment, you can prioritize that over what they don't have. So that's what I just mean by prioritizing. So prioritize what's important and leave out the other things that are not important. So lastly,
Sir, before you move on,
yes,
sorry to
right.
interrupt, sir. What prioritize? I don't really get it.
Okay, let me come again. Now let me cite an example. I allow me the so let's say now you as a person you want a salary of 50,000 or let's say 200,000 or 1 million, and then they are offering a salary of 700,000 or 800,000, and then you want that salary to come with a new laptop. So you want a 1 million naira salary with a new laptop, but they can't offer you that, but they can only offer you 800,000 naira without a new laptop. So this kind of questions comes up during an interview. When it comes to prioritizing now, if your priority at the moment is to get a job or to start working, your goal, that's the goal of getting 1 million and a new laptop can drop because getting a job is the priority at this moment. Another example, let me make another example now. Okay, your work mode, the physical, hybrid, and remote. So now, let's say they will pay you 1 million with no laptop, but they want you to work physically, and what you want is hybrid. So which one is more important to you? Is it hybrid or the salary and the laptop? If remote is what is more important to you, then you prioritize remote and you drop the job and then you go for another job. But if the remote is not very priority like the most important thing at the moment, then you take the job because they are offering you the salary and the laptop that you want. Do you get what I mean?
Yes, sir, I understand.
Okay. So this always comes at the probably at the end of the interview stage where you start negotiating. So that's where priority comes in. So I said let's look at the last phase, which is what the interviewer expects from you. What does the interviewer expect from you? What does the interviewer expect from you? What does the interviewer expect from you? Number one, structured thinking and communication. The structured thinking and communication. Number two, empathy. Using examples, use cases, and everything. That's empathy. Number three, goal setting. Goal setting. The next one, problem solving mindset. A problem solving mindset. So, guys, I want to take questions. So, if you have questions, this is the best time to ask. Questions, questions, questions.
Good evening.
Yes, good evening.
And when you were stating the points, like when you are in an interview, you said understand the question. There's a point that I did not really get much. You said always think about the dash of each decision you make. I did not get that word that you said.
Always what?
Always think about the. I did not hear the word that is before each decision that you make. I did not hear the word you said there. You mentioned some English. I know it's talent drop, Abi. And
Which after which point?
after, always stay focused on your goals and refer back to it. Do you get that?
Yes, I'm trying to. Is under which of the subheading?
I did not give you something anymore. I started with understand the question, understand what the interviewer is really asking, and always take focus on your goals and refer back to it. And the next one is always think back about the. But after that, the last point was prioritize what is always your decision and refer back to your goals. So I did not get that one. Like
I'm trying to get that. I don't think I get what you're saying though.
the point was under when we are answering instant interview questions, like when you are in an interview. So the first point was understand the question. The second was understand what the interviewer is really asking about.
Yes. And
You
I
said
think
start with
the next one is what's the current state and context.
yes,
Then the
and you
next
said
one, I say
stay
take time to think and lay out your framework.
okay,
Take time to think and lay out your framework and stick to it.
okay, and I get that.
Take time to think, lay out your framework, and stick to it.
Yes, thank you.
So, any other question? All right. Latifa, were you able to leave a review?
No, I clicked on the link they sent to my email, but I did not see it. I just see check your receipt.
Can you, Olamide, can you share your screen and show her now? Oyechi, are you here?
Eh?
So I'm about to make the screen recording. I've been able to do it now, so I'll record it and send to you.
Okay.
Or should I still share it here right now?
Yes, you can share it here right now and do the screen recording too later.
Okay. Let me do it. Let me do it once and for all, like that.
Are you sharing your screen? Oyechi, can you see the screen? Latifa, can you see the screen? Hello?
Can you see my screen, sir?
I can see it. I want to confirm
Can you see my
they can see it.
screen,
Guys, you're
sir?
not answering.
No.
Can you see my
Yes,
screen?
No.
Yours, yeah. You tap on.
yes.
You can't see my screen.
Yes, I can't.
I can see your screen. Oh.
Oyechi, can you leave and join back again? It might be
Okay,
network.
let me.
No, not you, not you. It's not you, Olamide. Oyechi should leave and join. I think it's a network. Since we two
Or
of
should
us.
I stop sharing? And
Can you just start?
okay, like I should record it.
No, no, like just show Latifa now.
Okay, so
I know how to leave a review now. I'm going to go back to it.
What do you say?
I know how to leave a review. I'll go back to that. I just bought the course. When I was trying to do it before, my network was bad.
Oh. I thought you didn't know how to.
Maybe I'm the one that taught you that time.
Ah. Then why did you say you've not done it? I thought you've done it already, right?
I don't understand. What happened to your voice?
Yeah, I said my network was bad then. So I just checked my email this evening. So I'm just trying to complete the registration now.
All right. So we still this will be the mark the end of our probably officially our virtual class, but it does not mark the end of our conversation or access to me. So we'll still keep the group chat, and then if we have new people that are joining the program or courses, they will be added to the same group. While they are being added to the same group, if you guys are free and then you want to join any of the classes, you can always join any of the classes to refresh your knowledge. So even though it's not mandatory, it's not compulsory for you, you can always join at your free time. Whenever you know that there's a class going on, you can just join just to refresh. Because I noticed that most of the things that we've spoken about, you guys have probably forgotten some. So while you join classes, while we talk on the group chat and ask questions, and always drop questions on the group chat. If you need my help with your resume, with your LinkedIn, with anything, drop it on the group chat. I will always be available to respond when I'm chanced. So, guys, the group is open to questions, to open to LinkedIn review. I reviewed Latifa's LinkedIn, but I've not gotten a feedback from her yet. So your LinkedIn, whatever platform you want me to review, your portfolio, I'm available to review. So all the tags that you've submitted, I'll review each and every one of them, and then I'll provide feedback on them also. And also by you should be getting your certifications soon. Once you have reviewed the tags and everything, you get your certifications So I think, and then there are a lot of resources that will be available to you guys, a lot of resources that you can look through. So I'll be sharing that resource file with you guys also, so you guys will have access to the resources. So, and then you have, let me put it, a lifetime access to me on that group chat. So I'm always available if you have questions regarding your career or you have interviews that you want to go for. Reach out to me. I'm always available to help and to mentor you on any part. And then again, you have a partner, you have people on the group. Reach out to them for mock interviews. If you have an interview, mock interview that you want me to join, let me know. I'll try as much as possible to join. And it has to be between you and someone so I can join and just listen and give advice. So whenever you guys want to have a mock interview, just fix a date and a time between yourselves and reach out to me so that I can be there and help you guys. So I'll be available to help you guys for the mock interviews. So generally, the group chats will still be active, and then you guys can always reach out. And then every other thing will be communicated via the group chat. So this program was meant to be 4 weeks, and I know that you guys are writing exams, students, classes, and everything. So it took a while before we could round up, but this is not the end though. It might just be an official end to the classes, but it's not the end. So we'll still be meeting and then we'll still be conversing and also talking. So thank you guys for staying till the end. It has been a very, very good ride with you guys, and I hope you guys were able to pick one or two things, to learn one or two things. Oh god.